Hey guys, today we're going to be customizing your beach just like this. It can either be a color change or a print change, whatever you want to do with them. And these are the items you're going to need. You're going to need a GAC 200. You don't have to have it, but it helps for painting plastic and to protect it from scratches and whatnot. And you're going to mix this with your paint. And then you're going to have your leather preparer. This is to take off the clear coat on your beach so you can paint them with a different color. And then you're going to have your white or whatever color you want to use. I use white first, and then I paint the colors that I want to paint on there first. And then you're going to have your matte finisher, which you put on at the end to seal it, of course, to put the clear coat you took off with the leather preparer. And then you're going to have your too thin. You don't have to have too thin. It's only for an airbrush to mix your white paint with and your GAC 200 with to get it through the airbrush and out the end, because it's a little thicker without it. Or if you're not going to be using an airbrush, you can use your paintbrush, which is totally fine, works fine. I actually ended up using my paintbrush at the end of this video. So we're going to get up to taping off our headphones and taking these off and taping all of this off and get into it. So first you guys want to use your deglazer and go ahead and take off the clear coat. You can either use a cotton swab, a Q-tip, or a paper towel, it doesn't matter. Now you can go ahead and take off the ear pads and tape off anything that you don't want to get paint on. Now you can go ahead and start mixing your paint with your GAC. Remember, your paint and GAC are a 1:1 ratio, so you don't want any more paint than you have GAC. If you're using an airbrush, remember that you need to use too thin with your GAC and paint. Keep in mind I am using an airbrush, so I am using too thin along with my paint and GAC. I already have it pre-mixed in the hopper and I'm ready to paint. So once you have your paint and GAC mixed, go ahead and start applying thin coats until you get your desired color. I am using a heat gun, which isn't required, but it does help speed up the drying process. Make sure if you do use a heat gun, you only use it on low and at least 8 inches or more away from your headphones. Make sure to keep repeating this process until you get your desired color or look. Alright guys, after they're white, got a clear coat all around them. You can go ahead and paint on any design you want. Either switch up the colors, put a print on them, anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Alright guys, once you go ahead and get your design on, which I did the elephant print, which turned out pretty sweet, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more coats of GAC 200. Even though it's already in the paint, it makes more protection if you put it on a couple more times after. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple more coats on of the matte acrylic finisher. And I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm probably going to fast forward it. So, here we go. Alright guys, I went ahead and put on the GAC coat, which I wouldn't recommend doing by itself. I would mix it with your paint before, because it does leave a filmy, cloudy layer over your design or your color, whatever you did to it. And then after that, I would do a 2 layers minimum of the acrylic matte finisher, and that makes it pretty sealed well. And I only did the GAC separate from the paint because it is a film hardener, so it makes it really scratch resistant. As you can tell, not scratching whatsoever. So that's really good. Tell me what you guys think about these in the comments. Feel free to ask any questions if you want, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.